We got Scarsick by Pain of Salvation. So I remember checking this out, but I think it was a live performance. And also Noel, who requested it, big dog Noel, said that I've already heard this one, right? Yeah, I know you reacted this, but this is for BP to check out. So Noel out here with a 70, which is crazy.
Yeah, I've never even heard of these motherfuckers ever. So the group's name is Pain of Salvation, and the song is called Scarsick.
Yep.
That's wild.
I have checked out...
The name Pain of Salvation is heavy.
It's dope, right?
That's
I
pretty
have
crazy.
checked out a song by Pain of Salvation with this picture, this studio, this cover art. So this is from the album, I'm thinking, but it's a different song. And I also checked out live performances. This is the one where I got to see the drummer. There was something about the drummer, I think. I don't remember. So thank you very much, Noel. Let's go. I'm gonna let you pause and everything. I'm just let it play.
Then it's fine, I'm conformed to your norm. With the bucket full of me, I'm free. Finally, I will see what you mean with your freedom. This world you call home, not alone. Happy drawn, what we say. The skies, all these codes and these bars, all the sick and these scars. I believe in the way of the stripes and the superstars. I will fall in line and obey, cause the price is too small. Almost nothing at all. If I'm just losing me, cause the I just so true will follow naturally. I believe you will say for your conformity back. If I could just get rid of this nonsense, I got the ball. I'm bent for bucket of inside and honest. This sick bucket of reality. But you see, that sick will stay. Cause it's me. It's me. Step into the dark age of treason. Sign of insanity, you are not alone. And every time that you hurt, every cut, every scar, and every time you just hate everything that you are. It is simply instinctively to escape from this mess, this continuous rape of what's true and what's real. So you know at your paw to get out of the trap of the cage. And my time on the rage is just like a to survive. The human
You know what's interesting? Y'all will have to tell me what you think in the chat. The messaging is pretty powerful. I felt like he was saying he's sick of himself. He hates himself for his scars. But we all know that we don't give ourselves our scars typically, like our environment does, you know, abuse, a bunch of different things. That's what I was taking as something really heavy message-wise from the lyrics, that he hates himself. He's sick of himself, but it's because of these scars. But then in a certain breakdown, he starts talking about going into this like dark place and embracing those scars, which was really interesting because the music also had a very constant build. This felt like, and don't, whenever I say these things, this is just my mind, don't take it as disrespect. This is actually like a compliment. For me, this was like a love child between Faith No More and System of a Down. It was like this unique love child that came from, you know, and I don't know what came before or after, but it really had this, you know, abstract delivery with the rap, reminding me of like something I heard with Faith No More in a way. They're doing their own thing. All flowers due to them for being original in their space, but it has this unique parallels with Faith No More and a little bit of System of a Down sprinkled with their own secret sauce that, you know, I would call their own. There's a lot here. As we go into the production, there was this build. There was like these cool vocals that made it creepy, these background vocals. There was just a lot here to process. So even with the artwork, you know, there's just a lot here to process. It's very eerie. But I think it was meant to be that way, because when you get into the depths of the mind in a dark place where there's suffering or abuse or turmoil, I think this was a perfect example or replication of that through music. So, you know, respect. I actually really liked that. Now, so this is something that happens on YouTube. I think people get to nodding their head and saying they love everything they hear or like. When I say like, I actually really liked this, and I want to explain a few things, and that's why I took the time to comprehend it, break it down, and show the respect. Now, I have a phase, did I love it? For me, this was too dark. This wouldn't go in my playlist. For me and my personality, this is too dark. But I'm not saying that from a disrespectful place. I took my time to digest this and really be like, I actually appreciate this art. And at the right time, there's a possibility there. But where I'm at in my life, it's just not there for me. So if that makes sense to you guys, because I think there's the problem on YouTube is trying to pander to everyone, so your reactions are the best and more people watch you. And I'm trying to be cognizant of that as I become a bigger reactor, to be really unadulterated and just be forthright with you. So that's my take from the song. You guys let me know what you think.
That's a really good take. You got that all from the first listen.
Mm.
I think rhythmically this song is really interesting. I mean, I've heard this before, the live performance. When they get into that, the cadence matches the drums.
Okay.
The ba-da-da, da-da-da, ba-da-da.
Yeah.
When he gets into that rapping thing.
Yeah.
It reminds me a little bit of Rage Against the Machine style of rapping.
Yo, he was using the same pattern as Eminem from "I'm not Mr. NSYNC, I'm not what your friends think you're bad, but the beg you can tempt me."
Oh, yeah,
he was using the
yeah.
same little. He was using a similar pattern there too. I almost forgot that, but yeah, he snapped.
I think this is in the progressive like space of music.
Yeah,
I don't know what like exactly the exact genre, but it is definitely progressive because it builds up and it progresses, and usually it like escalates, and then there's a climax at the end where it all comes together and then it dies down again. Bam.
Yeah.
It's like that progressive stuff.
Real quick in the comment, I love this comment. Say you're in your 40s without saying you're in your 40s. Faith No More 48. So I get it. And this is what's crazy, my guy. I just discovered Faith No More on my channel from reactions. So I'm getting better at reactions because I'm learning about all this music, and now I'm like, oh, I'm weaving. This is just a random weave together because I've just reacted to Faith No More for the first time in my whole life ever hearing him, like maybe 3-4 months ago. So, and I'm actually a fan. They reminded me of like I think maybe what came before the Red Hot Chili Peppers type of esque.
Okay.
Red Hot Chili Peppers is more of a fusion and a polished
You know
version
more
of
than
Faith
me,
No
man.
More.
Like,
But there's just like a lot there. So
Because I wanted to say, you mentioned Faith No More and System of a Down. I could hear the System of a Down thing. Faith No More, I don't know who Faith No More is.
Oh, we should do a first time reaction tomorrow.
Yeah,
let's do it. We'll put it on my channel.
First time I've heard about Faith No More, I don't know who that is. So that's a good introduction.
You'll rock with it.
Yeah. Yeah. Mad interesting. If I'm not mistaken.
Did you do Falling in Reverse if God was a woman?
Marilyn Manson?
Yeah.
Yeah. That song was really
that's
good.
dirty.
I like that song.
Yeah.
Because it's less of the screaming and shit. It's more like...
There's a reference I had in that I caught early on, but it was only because I just did the reaction to Closer by 9 Inch Nails. I was like, yo, these drums or this kick reminds me of that. And they're like, yo, Marilyn Manson's influenced by him. And it's just kind of, the more you do this shit, the more you just start connecting
fuck you
little things.
like an animal.
Yep.
That's a banger.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to show him Epic tomorrow. We'll drop it on my channel.
Yep.
That's a good one, and I think I can clear it. So that's
I'm
cool.
gonna have to. Well, not gonna have to. We're gonna do a bunch of recordings
Let me write
offline
that down in
for
my
his
notes.
channel, because he literally just went live on my channel for 5 hours after traveling, with the 8-hour difference, jet lagged as hell. Like normally right now it's early morning for him, and he just stuck through it all. So he's this articulate, which is just quite surprising. You know what I mean? It's impressive.
Yeah, I don't know. I really dived into it. So I was just, that's why, like I told you, I want to wait to do our recorded reactions like tomorrow. Cause I just know like what I just did here is the quality I want to try to put out in every reaction. So if I'm not all there mentally, I just take a step back because it's just, we're getting too big just to put out bullshit in quantity. Okay, it's about actually enjoying the music, interpreting it, and it's a value exchange. Like I said earlier in the live stream, it's like, hey, what are people showing up here? Because they're not just showing up here for us to, they are, but they're not. It's not just about the music. It's also about interpretations, ideas, ideologies, feelings, emotions. It's all intertwining, and not your character, your personality. Yeah. Because if you can't stand someone, you're not going to watch them. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
It's a very respectful approach towards the art, the people who watch it.
Yeah.
The community and the artist themselves. It's a very respectful approach.
Actually, there's I think Slaughter to Prevail did something with Baby Metal.
I've done that.
Oh, have you?
Yeah.
Okay, I haven't done it.
We could do it for you.
Yeah. I was thinking about doing that while I was out here too.
I love checking them out, both of them.
Yeah.
This is all awesome.
I like Slaughter to Prevail. They're hard.
This one is, I think this is a really good, because it's a first introduction for you for this band, because this is I would say old school band, but it's I think there's a very, how when music is very sub niche focused, because this is very sub niche. Like you rock with this, or you're like, oh, this is cool, but it's not for me.
Yeah.
But it's like very sub niche, but it will have this core audience, and I think they will appreciate what you're saying here about this for a first listen. I mean, that's what I think. So this will be a good one for your channel.
Cool. Yeah, we'll check it out. Like, we could put them on both. We just got to edit one just a little bit so it's not the same timestamp, so we don't have a issue on YouTube.
Yep. Support the original. Oh, and Noel, thank you for this one. This is a good idea to introducing him to that. There's actually a lot of stuff that Noel showed me that would be mad interesting for you too.
Nice.
Like this progressive alternative rock, progressive metal. It's just, it takes you on a trip, this music. And I wanted to say this. Is this the same band? Because I might be confusing it, because we do so many reaction videos and live streams. Well, I do live streams. Is this the same band that made fun of rappers? Where they had a song rapping, making fun of rappers, and it was really good? I think it was. So yeah.